The following contest is scheduled for one weighing in at 205 pounds, Shane.
Given the participants, this match might very well steal the show, guys.
Yeah, and I think you could go so far as to...
Happy Rusev Day!
WWE superstars end up facing each other in the ring for a variety of reasons. Tonight, Red and Trey are squaring off with Rusev and Lana because of, well, action figures.
Well, from what I hear, Trey was throwing a tantrum because he didn't get an action figure and then was apparently offended when Rusev and Lana tried to graciously give him theirs.
Hey, I can relate to Trey. I mean, you guys have them, but I'm going to get my own action figure.
Never, never, ever, because nobody wants that, Saxton. Attack to the midsection. He evades the attack. Nice calf kick, great elevation.
He's not looking good here, guys.
Tossed into the turnbuckle.
He has something big planned. Oh, God, that looked devastating. I saw Rusev backstage earlier tonight, and he wished me a happy and joyous Rusev Day. I thought Rusev Day was last week.
Oh, my God, Cole. Every day is Rusev Day. Rusev Day is like Christmas, Thanksgiving, the 4th of July, all rolled up into one amazing day, and it's all to celebrate the greatest man in history, the Lion of Bulgaria, Rusev.
The second greatest man in history. Who's the first? The great Corey Graves.
Fair.
Right to the gut. Reverses. Can he make him pay? Elbow smash. Fine uppercut.
That'll cost some teeth.
Oh, what a DDT. Wow. Tagged in.
I'm still trying to process your Rusev Day conversation, Corey. Isn't Rusev Day just the ravings of a maniac pushed past his limit?
Saxton, I will not have you besmirch Rusev Day any further. Don't you remember when the mayor of Plovdiv giving Rusev Day the key to the city and making the declaration? That makes it a legal holiday, Saxton.
Or fantasy land.
Is it enough?
It's going to take more than that.
Wow, she turned that one around.
Evading possible disaster there. Down with a power bomb.
Lana may be slowing some here.
Remember that when we talk about Lana, this is a woman who studies the Israeli defense system known as Krav Maga. She speaks Russian and English fluently and has backgrounds in foreign affairs, business management, and marketing. So I don't think you'll be able to outthink the ravishing Russian.
Power bomb. Nothing's going to stop her now.
The momentum is clearly turned to her favor.
Here she goes.
From the top. Elbow drop. Lana's an incredibly cunning individual. It's highly unlikely an adversary will be able to defeat the ravishing Russian when it comes to strategy. Lana takes every detail into consideration and thinks 3 or 4 steps ahead of her opponent.
It's not wise for a superstar to attempt to out-strategize Lana. The ravishing Russian's a relentless strategist and thinks of every possible scenario when plotting to take down her adversary.
Look at that. Rusev stumbling a bit here. Uh-oh. Phoenix Splash!
Gosh, how did he... do that?
Shoulders down, is it enough? He's got some fight left locked in him.
There's a reason he's a multiple-time United States champion, folks.
Big. And that agility. Can he do it here? And Rusev quickly kicks out. Too soon. Oh, he knew that was coming. Oh, my God, that's got to hurt. From the middle rope. There's the quickness. Rusev. Will it be? Near fall after near fall in this matchup here.
Can you believe this?
And finds a counter. Something big is coming.
Rusev might want to check his ego here. Might come back to haunt him.
How impressive was that reversal? Big elbow. Look at this.
Oh, from the rope. And he goes for the pin. Digging deep for a kick out.
He is not going to go down without a fight, Michael.
Finds a way to reverse. And now that one's countered. He's in big trouble. Oh, a Samoan drop. In off the tag. Clothesline. Powerbomb. Oh, what impact.
What should Lana try to do differently at this stage to stay in this thing?
Knee drop.
That was nasty.
So precise. Going all the way up. Look at this. Look at the height. Stringing together some big moves here.
She's executing on her plan perfectly. The Florida Keys. The W is...
Will she win it here?
That ends this mixed tag match.
Here are your winners.
Impressive showing there en route to the win.
Anytime you can pick up a win inside a WWE ring, you have something to be extremely proud of.
And that's the kind of action we've come to expect here on Raw. What an amazing match.
In all seriousness, even though it wasn't as important to me, it was pretty cool when not long after that you got your first action figure and crossed it off our list.
But the fact we had different priorities is partly what made this work, because let's be honest, if we'd been competing for the same things, I'm not sure we could have been friends. You were just always so driven to be the best.
Maybe, but it's not like I was only focused on individual goals. Like, what about when we went to SmackDown Live and I ended up teaming with someone who was a great influence and mentor to me? I'm talking about Mickie James, of course! Stand up and take a... You fought hard, but it just wasn't your night.
Let's face it, it hasn't been your night in a long time. Now, as general manager of SmackDown Live, it's my job to present a cutting-edge product, which means constantly introducing new talent to keep our brand fresh and exciting. But we can't add new talent without making subtractions. So I'm sorry, Mickie, but based on your recent performance, you can either announce your retirement or, unfortunately, I'll have to make that decision for you.
Wait, so you're basically forcing her out? She deserves better than that.
I understand where you're coming from. But like I said, this is bigger than one person. It's about protecting the brand.
There would be no brand without women like Mickie James.
You know what? It's okay. It's okay. I've been doing this a long time, and maybe I've lost a step. Maybe it's just time to hang it up.
No, you can't just accept this. There has to be another way.
Well, there is one other option, but it would just be delaying the inevitable. Mickie can continue competing on SmackDown Live, as long as she wins. But the very next match she loses is her last.
She'll do it.
I will?
All right. Good luck.
Look, I appreciate the support, but with my record as of late, I don't think I'll be sticking around too long.
Or maybe you will with me by your side.
What do you mean?
Big Show didn't say you had to win singles matches.
Are you sure you want to set aside your own goals to do this?
There's nothing I'd rather do than protect your legacy by sending you out on a winning streak. And one last title run. Win women's tag team championships with Mickie James.
Welcome everyone to the most iconic talk show ever, I Talk, with your hosts, the Iconics. We just said iconic so many times.
You said it again. I think we just set a record.
Speaking of records, I want to remind everyone that we are now the longest running women's tag team champions ever from Australia.
They're also the only women's tag team champions from Australia.
Which brings us to my favorite segment of Iconic Talk.
It's time for Why Australia is Better.
This is a part of the show where we educate our audience on different aspects of Australian culture and explain
why Australia is better.
Okay, what do we have this week?
The great sport of cricket.
Which has nothing to do with filthy little insects.
No, it's actually a sport that is very popular in Australia.
Think of it like a way better version of your horrible, dull baseball.
To further educate you on this superior sport, let's go over the laws of cricket, shall we?
There are only 42 of them. Shouldn't take long.
Law 1. A cricket team consists of 11 players, including a captain.
That's a great law. One of my favourites. Now, Law 2.
Hey, what are these two doing out here? There were still 41 laws to go. I wanted to learn more about cricket.
I think you were the only one.
Law 2. The Iconics should never be allowed to have a talk show, as it'll put everyone watching to sleep.
That's not an actual law.
Yeah, don't listen to her.
Why are you two even out here?
It's very rude to interrupt someone's talk show. I recommend you go back and watch the segment we did on manners.
We're here because we want a tag team championship match.
So you two are a team now. What are you calling yourselves?
Red and grey?
Because Mickey's so old. Get it?
Hilarious. She really is a fossil.
You've never even teamed before. So what makes you think you deserve a shot at our titles?
Maybe because 8 years ago in Calgary, I beat you in my very first match. And I've only gotten better since then. Way better.
Oh, okay. So you're saying since a long time ago, I felt bad for my pathetic opponent and basically took the night off because I was freezing, that a decade later, when that pathetic opponent rears her ugly head with an elderly partner, they deserve a tag title opportunity? Makes sense?
That was sarcasm. The answer is no.
If you think that we need to prove ourselves as a team, then we'll do it right now in a non-title match. If we win, we get a championship match. And if you win, you end my career.
That whole career-ending stipulation is enticing.
Yeah, I forgot about that. It would be nice to put her out to pasture.
We'll do it.
But only after we finish teaching everyone about cricket.
Law 3. Never interrupt the Iconics.
The Iconics viciously attack Red and Mickey with those cricket bats.
And rightfully so. They violated Law 3.
Red and Mickey are going to be at a severe disadvantage going into this match with so much at stake.
If you're just joining us, this is a non-title match with the stipulation that if Red and Mickey can defeat the Iconics, they earn a shot at their tag team titles. However, if the Iconics win, Mickie James' career will be over.
And Red and Mickey are clearly not 100% after that brutal attack by the Iconics.
Look, no one wants to see a pioneer like Mickie James have her career come to an end, but it's going to happen sooner or later, and I have a feeling it'll be sooner, as in tonight, at the hands of the tag team champions.
Knee drop.
That was nasty.
So precise.
Torturous knee.
It's starting to come together in a big way.
Nobody can match up with this woman when she's on a roll like this. Nobody.
Tagged in. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but when Peyton Royce walks out wearing that iconic T-shirt, you can hear an audible groan from the crowd.
I haven't noticed, but I'm sure they're just jealous, Cole. The fact of the matter is, when you look and perform like Peyton Royce does, you should absolutely have a high opinion of yourself. Powerbomb planted.
Gets the tag.
When it comes to Peyton Royce's opinion of herself, I partially agree with Tori. Yes, she should have self-confidence, but to call herself iconic, I don't know. That seems like a word that should be reserved for the likes of, I don't know, Trish Stratus and Mae Young.
Who are you to decide who's an icon and who's not, Saxton? If Peyton Royce wants to call herself iconic, that's exactly what she should do, period.
Drop kick.
Beautiful.
She's forced onto the defensive now.
The good news is that if it gets too out of control, she has her partner she can tag in while she catches her breath in the corner.
tagged in.
When you talk about great tag teams, we can go all the way back to teams like the Tolos brothers, Stevens and Patterson, Stevens and Bockwinkel, the Texas Outlaws, the Briscoes, the Blackjacks, the Andersons, and the list goes on and on. When you're part of the tag team, the two partners have to travel together, train together, eat together, and be completely in sync with one another.
Tag team competition dates back all the way to the early 1900s. Corey, you mentioned some of the classic duos from sports entertainment's incredible history. In today's WWE, the tag team scene has never been more competitive. I don't know who has the edge when it comes to talent, if it's Raw or SmackDown Live. I think it's too close to call, but all the teams truly think and act as one unit.
I agree, Michael. Teams such as the big cover from Billy Kay. This one's not over yet. That would have been a shocker.
Struggling to get to the corner here.
Might not make it, Michael.
Forearm to the face.
Oh, nothing fancy about that.
Comes in off the tag.
Wasn't expecting that.
The running Meteora. Comes in off the tag. Face crusher.
Peyton Royce was able to get out of the way there. Nice drop kick.
I have the best job in the world. I get to sit here and call action of the greatest athletes on the planet today.
Oh, so tear the features clean off your face. Mickie James seizing the moment that time.
Watch out!
Running Bulldog. She's lost some of that energy she had earlier.
I don't know how much longer she can go on absorbing all this punishment. She needs to find a way to make it to her corner and make the tag.
It is so easy to stay in touch with your superstars 24/7 in a variety of social media outlets, including WWE's own Facebook page.
Setting up for a
Neck breaker.
ooh, impressive counter.
Textbook vertical suplex. Bam.
Desperately trying to get to the corner now.
It's not going to be easy, though, Michael.
Knee stop.
That'll ruin your leg.
Knee drop.
That was nasty.
So precise.
She's calling for it.
The Florida Keys. A much-needed big
For the pin and the win.
Yes.
They've got it.
Here are your winners, Unbreakable and Mickie James.
You heard the ring announcer. This one's over. And here's your winner.
Well, when you put women like these together, what do you expect to happen?
Folks, if you're just tuning in, you just missed one of the greatest tag team matches I've seen in years.
That was awesome! And considering our lack of experience together, I'd say we make a pretty good team.
I agree. I mean, you know what? I just want to say thank you for doing this. I could be sitting at home right now, but instead we have a chance to win the tag team championships. And even if my career does end, this is a heck of a way to go out.
Before you celebrate too much, we just found out your tag title match will be taking place on our home turf.
That's right, in our great country, in front of our fans at Super Showdown.
It doesn't matter. We'll beat you anywhere.
Oh, you should also know it's going to be an Australian rules tag match,
which are the most iconic rules.
What does that even mean?
It means it'll be no disqualification, tornado tag.
Or Willy Willy tag, as we say down under.
Hey, Mickey, you should pack an extra week of clothes. You know, so you can go on holiday in Australia after we end your career.
We'll call our grandparents and see if they know of any good senior resorts.
There you see what it's all about. Tag Team Gold. You have to believe the Iconics have a major advantage here tonight at Super Showdown. Competing.
Kick to the midsection. Arms trapped. Oh my goodness.
Is it fully locked in? She's got her where she wants her. She somehow breaks free.
But you have to wonder how much damage was done.
High angle belly to back suplex.
Knee strike.
Harsh impact. Mickey James seizing the moment that time.
This is not where you want to be. Cutter lives to fight another day.
For the championship.
What a clothesline.
Ouch. Oh, no. How in the world? Powerbomb.
Ah, look at this. Bringing it back between the ropes. Perhaps feeling a little more comfortable on the outside at this point. Oh, what a clothesline.
Forcefully delivered.
Incredible.
There was a lot of force behind that one.
Woo-wee.
Oh, nice. The champ trying to roll with these hits.
Insulting. Oh. Whoa, not so fast.
She's in full control now. Close quarters. Oh, what a knee.
Oh, repeated kicks right in the face.
This might be big.
Nice drop kick.
And it's reversed.
Paying for that mistake.
Reverses. Can she take advantage?
She's looking a bit out of it here.
Here she goes.
Well, Peyton Royce's career is just getting started, guys. I'd say she has already accomplished a great deal, including being named the 2016 NXT Breakout Star of the Year alongside Billie Kay. To the outside, the champ getting put to the test here.
Oh, whoa, huge big boot.
What an elbow drop. A striking blow. Oh, alley-oop powerbomb.
That might be it.
Cover by the challenger. And it's Peyton Royce kicking out with ease.
Nasty. So precise.
Not good for the back and body. What a cover by the challenger. Billie Kay gets that shoulder up.
Tried for it early.
There she goes.
That NXT Breakout Star of the Year award Michael brings up is something for Peyton to be proud of, especially when you look at who she and Billie Kay beat to take home the hardware.
Yeah, there were certainly some big names there, but in the end, it was the iconic duo walking away with the win.
Whoa, another hits.
Jeez, that's gotta hurt.
She's in control.
Oh, great display of strength with the suplex.
Mickie James with him for the championship. Now in full control. And frustration has to be mounting as she kicks out again.
She saw the opening and got the shoulder up.
Uh-oh.
Oh, spiking DDT.
Into the pin attempt. Kick. Look at this. Oh, nice. Stomping down.
Here she goes, back in the ring now.
Toss with a back suplex.
Mickie James was able to get out of the ring.
The champ has been taken to their limit.
I think this one's over.
Got it.
Michael, that sledgehammer can cause some serious damage.
Oh. That's twice now, Byron.
Yeah, she really knows how to handle that, huh?
Knee drop. Oh, what a forearm! Cover by the challenger. Looks like she has other plans here, Byron.
I'm sure they're not going to...
Shoulders down. Championship on the line.
And that's a thrilling victory.
You have to believe the Iconics have a major... Advantage here tonight at Super Showdown, competing in front of their home country fans in an Australian Rules Tag Team Championship match.
And don't forget, Red and Mickie have the added pressure of Mickie's career being on the line. If they lose, this chapter of Mickie's life is officially over.
Shoulders down now. Is it enough to retain the championship?
She got her shoulder up, and we continue.
Lariat.
Powerbomb planted.
Flapjack. Ooh, what impact. This is a big risk. Will it pay off? And she's... Whoa!
Massive double foot stomp. Oh, she turns it around.
Spear! Saw that one coming.
From behind. Neckbreaker connects. What a great job by Peyton Royce to take advantage.
Russian leg sweep.
What a cover for the championship!
She's got a long way to go before she should be thinking about a pinfall victory here.
Oh, nasty impact.
The champ now absorbing a little damage.
Oh, face first. Ooh, treading all over their opponent.
Setting up for the Russian leg sweep.
Nicely done.
She's taken to the floor when she can be ever so dangerous.
Peyton Royce was able to get out of the way there.
Hurricane Rana. Hurricane Rana. Clothesline.
Oh, that'll leave a mark.
Saw that one coming. And now she gets her for a second time.
Third time's a charm, Cole. Remember that as this match goes on.
Look at this. Snap suplex. Bad place to be for the challenger. Red goes for the Irish whip, but gets sent into the corner instead.
And now here come the Iconics, pouring it on in front of their home crowd.
This does not look good for Red and Mickie, and by extension, Mickie's career.
What are the Iconics doing?
Oh, I think it's time for a game of cricket.
Red and Mickie have other plans.
This is a bit of revenge for what took place before their match on SmackDown Live.
And since Australian rules is no disqualification, it's perfectly legal. Look, Mickie James is on the attack now. Peyton Royce was able to get out of the way there.
Boom! And now she gets it for a second time. Cover by the challenger. And there's the save.
Oh, nasty impact.
Oh, the champ looking worn out. She just keeps using that.
Hey, wouldn't you?
Cover for the championship.
Back between the ropes.
1, 2, 3. Not only has Red helped Mickie James ward off retirement, they're now the new women's tag team champions.
To win this match under the pressure they faced and do it in enemy territory under the Iconics rules is truly impressive.
Honestly, I think a lot of credit goes to Red and her list. Someone said it before the match. That list is a powerful motivational tool for Red.
Yeah, that someone was me, Corey.
Nah, it couldn't have been you. It probably was Cole.
And that's how Mickie James went from being a hero and mentor of mine to more than that. She was now my tag team partner and, more importantly, my friend.
Aw, that's nice. But aren't you skipping over a pretty important part?
How about we move on? Don't you want to talk about when you were on the cover of WWE 2K25?
I do. But hang on a second. Earlier, you put me on blast for having some trivial goals. So now it's my turn to call you out for a time when you let the list steer you down a questionable path. This is a night to remember our careers, good and bad.
Fine. If you want to talk about it so much, then you tell the story.
Okay. After they became tag team champions, it turned everything around for Mickie. She even ended up earning a SmackDown Live Women's Championship opportunity against Kairi Sane. Mickie went on to defeat Kairi Sane, giving her 2 championships and continuing her incredible winning streak to avoid retirement. I feel like you've been a little off lately. You're moody, quick to lash out, overly judgmental about my decisions.
It all sounds like typical me.
Maybe those weren't the best examples, but I've known you long enough to realize when something's bothering you.
Well, to be honest, I'm kind of getting impatient. I mean, teaming with Mickie has been fun, but I never thought it would last this long, and I definitely didn't see her singles title run happening. Now I'm basically waiting for someone to beat her so I can go after the SmackDown Live Women's Championship. I've been dying to cross that off.
Some might say you're a bit too focused on the list.
Who's some? Are you some?
Look, if you want my advice, I see 2 ways for you to get what you want. But the first option wouldn't be very honorable.
What do you mean?
If you and Mickie were to somehow lose your tag titles, then Mickie would be forced to retire and vacate her women's title, leaving you free to pursue it. Option number 2, the more straight-up way of doing things, would be for you to tell Mickie exactly how you feel and challenge her to a match for the SmackDown Live Women's Championship, potentially crossing that off the list. But if you beat her, you'd also lose the tag titles and worse, end the career of your idol/friend.
I don't really love either option.
This business forces you to make some tough decisions. But at least you're not choosing between competing in a tag title match or saving your mangled ear like Mick Foley once had to do.
No, but if losing my ear was option 3, I'd think I'd take it.
The alternative is just waiting around for something to happen, and who knows how long that could take.
You're right. I guess I should... Hey, Mickie, I need to talk to you about something. It's kind of personal, sorry.
We'll catch up later. What's going on?
Yeah, well, not really. It's just lately... I'll just come out and say it. I want your title. And I know what that means for you and for us, but I don't think I can sit back any longer.
You know what? I was waiting for this moment.
You were?
Look, I know who you are, what you're made of, what got you here. You're driven to be the very best. And I knew that being tag team champions would only satisfy you for so long.
So you don't hate me?
No, I get it. I actually respect you for your honesty. I can think of a couple other ways this could have gone down.
But if I beat you, it's all over.
If it's going to come to an end, and it will, sooner rather than later, I want you to be the one that does it. Besides, none of this would have even happened if it wasn't for you. But with all of that said, I've come too far to just roll over. If you face me for my title, you better be ready for a fight.
You know me. I wouldn't want it any other way.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the SmackDown
Months ago, Red essentially resuscitated